ready to start your mission? Perfect. Then let's get started with your first mission. First, find a lab coat. Now pick up the safety goggles and you are ready to go. Click on the door to enter the laboratory. What lab safety protocols is Lucy violating? You can always lower the lab pad and have a look at her again. That's right. Have a look at her again and identify what's wrong. Click on different parts of Lucy's clothing to identify her mishaps. Well spotted. When you are working in the lab, long hair should be tied back. Imagine if her hair catches fire on a Bunsen burner flame. Good job. You have already learned why it's important to properly protect your eyes. Normal glasses don't suffice. Never forget to wear safety goggles. Well spotted. Large jewelry can get in the way, fall into chemicals or cause a hazard and has no place in the lab. She looks pretty unprofessional without a lab coat, right? Not only do lab coats make you look like a pro, but they also protect your clothes and skin from any minor spills. That's it. It is compulsory to wear long pants in the lab to protect your skin from spills. These loose sleeves are very impractical. You don't want your sleeves soaked in chemicals. Exactly. Toes should be covered to protect from falling objects as well as chemical spills. This lab was used by first-year chemistry students and they obviously didn't leave it in the safest condition. Have a look around and identify the different hazards. Find 5 safety hazards and click on them. Well spotted. Every lab has 2 emergency exits which ensure that nobody gets cornered in the event of a fire. The emergency door isn't any good if it is blocked by objects. Click on the handcart to move it to a safe location. Well done. The emergency exits have to always be clear. 1 hazard down, 4 more to go. Identify the hazards by clicking on them. The fume hood constantly draws air through a filter to ensure that you don't get in contact with dangerous chemicals. The airflow only works effectively if the glass sash is pulled down. Let's close this fume hood. What a relief. Now the air is safe to breathe. There are 3 more hazards. Can you find them? That's it. This bench looks very messy. It is important to keep the lab bench tidy. Any clutter should be cleared away before starting a new experiment, and there should be no hazardous chemicals left on a workbench. There are 2 more hazards. Can you find them? For sure, chemicals need to be stored in designated cupboards and not just placed on the floor. This is especially important for reactive chemicals. Flammable liquids need to be stored in fire-proof cabinets. There is one more hazard. Click on it. A sink full of dirty glassware isn't a nice surprise. Make sure you always clean, dry, and put away the equipment after every experiment. Let's remove the glassware. Beautiful, clean and tidy. Time to take care of the hazardous chemicals on boxes. Click on them to have a closer look. Click on the bottle containing flammable liquid. Check the Media tab for help. Well done. The red diamonds on the bottles are called hazard symbols. Each of them depicts a different hazard. Have a look at the following overview of the different hazard symbols. Which symbol depicts an oxidizing reagent? No, this is incorrect. Please try again. Click on the View Image button to have a look at the hazard symbols again. Which symbol depicts an oxidizing reagent? Precisely. Oxidizing reagents are very dangerous because they can accelerate chemical reactions, such as fires, by providing electronegative atoms. What does the following symbol mean? You got it. There are many kinds of health hazards. Substances with this symbol can cause respiratory problems, induce mutations and cancer, or may be toxic to specific organs. Here is an image of the hazard symbol on the box. What does it mean? Well done. These chemicals definitely don't belong here. Imagine if somebody walks into the pile and the glass bottles fall onto the floor. If they break, they could light a fire and the explosives next to them would certainly produce a bombastic news story. Before you touch anything else, you better put on some gloves. Click on the cluttered workbench to tidy it up. Let's take care of the problems one by one. Start with turning off the Bunsen burner. It is very dangerous to keep an open flame unattended. Turn off the Bunsen burner flame. Great. Now click on an object that you should never bring into the lab. Well spotted. Food and drink are strictly prohibited in the lab. Imagine if somebody grabbed the wrong bottle by mistake and took a sip of the toxic substance. There's another object that doesn't belong here. Find it. Let me ask you one last question. Do you feel like you gained relevant knowledge during this simulation? Thank you for your feedback.